Speaking of football,
Football.
speaking of football, you had a good topic you wanted to get into, man, and that's kind of up my alley.
So what I was where it came from was of course the Seattle Seahawks just traded Russell Wilson for like 5 picks and 3 players.
Right.
So, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, when is it too late to rebuild, or when is it too early to rebuild? Mm-hmm. You know, we talk about every team having a window. You know, you're a gap to win a championship, and of course, the legend of boom has been over for a while now. Mm-hmm. So, I was thinking, like, dang, did Seattle wait too late to make that, or?
Once again, bro, I don't know. Once again, I don't think, me personally, bro. You said what's too early and what's too late? Mm-hmm. You know, Bill Belichick said I'd rather be a year too late than a year too
Early.
A year too early than a year too late or whatever. It just depends, bro. I honestly believe, bro. You just got to know your team, and how you want to do it. I think, far as Seattle go, they tried to do it through Russell. Mm-hmm. You know, the best way to do it for me is draft. Find, of course, you got to find your quarterback. I believe the best way to do it is draft well around that quarterback until you got to give him that money. So you got a window. You got a window. Find your quarterback and build around him.
I think here's the thing. I feel like it depends on the philosophy of the coaching and the GM.
Right.
Because here's a situation, right? I'll put it like this. Kansas City, they built the team.
Yeah.
And they had a quarterback. He just wasn't good enough to get them over the hump.
Alex Smith?
Yeah. They traded up. They got Mahomes. He sat him for a year. Mm-hmm. He learned everything, and then, bam, he took off.
Right.
Now, Tampa Bay, they built the team up. Winston, they felt he couldn't get it done, so they traded him to get another. Mm-hmm. Or let him go to get another. Yeah, gotcha. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that's kind of the mold that I like.
Yeah.
But you got some people who was like,
you're just going to buy this thing?
They're going to buy it.
Yeah.
You know, well, hey, you a free agent, I'll pay you. You a free agent, I'll pay
Trade.
you. You a free, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So, it's once again, I like it to where you draft and just bowl. But shit, if you can go buy it, shit, why not?
I think it depends on how you buying it. Because like Jacksonville, I felt like they were building something special with Ramsey and all of them.
It just fell apart, bro.
Because I think they didn't want to pay for it, as far as they didn't want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think Fred was talking about it with somebody. Dang, bro. I think the culture was off in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
It kind of, I think Tom Coughlin, I think he kind of wore on it. The coaching made the bottom fall out of that. I believe that's what happened in Jacksonville because they had a good thing going, man.
Yeah, I really thought they was going to keep that out around. And when they let Ramsey go, that was like, wow.
Yeah, Ramsey, one of them players you pay.
Yeah.
You go ahead, pay that guy.
You figure it out.
And you build from there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me personally, I think you would want to be too early than too late. You feel me? But you gotta be in tune. Like Bill Belichick is in tune. Mm-hmm. He probably would have been too early on Tom.
Yeah.
But for the most part, he in tune with his team. Mm-hmm. You feel like, okay, all right, now he don't want to pay no dang on body. I don't really understand that, but he draft well. Mm-hmm. He get them players in there, and I think he scout well too. He got to scout well.
Yeah, and also he got a good rapport with Nick Saban.
Nick Saban, yeah.
Like that's why I think he was such a big fan of Mac Jones, because he talked to Nick Saban, and that was his kind of quarterback that he liked.
Right.
So that's what I'm going to take him.
Cause check it out, bro. People, a lot of Bucks fans up in arms. Oh, Tom Brady gone. Da, da, da. Look what Bill Belichick did. That first year they went 7-9 or something like that. He spent some money, built the team up. The next year, in that offseason, he gonna get a quarterback. Right back in the playoffs.
Now, I do think I think with the Belichick situation, I feel like it's kind of off topic, but I feel like I don't like the way the media try to play it like Tom Brady made, he made New England.
It was 50-50.
Yeah, it was 50-50, man. And I think this year showed that. So I think Bill Belichick need to get a lot more credit and respect for that.
Right.
But at the same time, with that being said, I feel like Tom Brady was one of those one-on-ones. You know what I'm saying? So for him to move off early, he was a little too early, but at least he had the right mindset to keep the organization golden and going forward.
Right. He didn't want to be held hostage.
Exactly. And that's like being held hostage. Look at Green Bay. Great segue. $200 million, you know what I'm saying, for a dude who about to be 40.
And that's to the Tom Brady thing. One of his good acronym or his good things about him, he ain't never hold the organization hostage from the money standpoint. He ain't never take the biggest contract. He might have been like maybe a top 5 paid quarterback, but he might have not ever been a top 5 player. Yeah. Maybe I ain't sure, but he ain't never bust them boy across the head to allow them boy to go get. Because once again, bro, it's a team game. If he don't have an offensive line, he ain't gonna reach that that maximum potential he got. He need that offensive line for him to be a good player or a great player. Especially in his playing style. He need that offensive line. He need that defense to be able to, you know what I mean? But once again, it all goes together.
Yeah. And that's another situation where you gotta you have certain players who they go after the money. Now, if you know these players, because some of these teams they got the money, you know what I'm saying? They just choose not to pay who they want to play. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you know these players gonna cost, you got to figure that out as an organization. You know what I'm saying? So you can't expect everybody to take pay cuts. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I see a lot of Tampa fans. Oh, he gonna take a pay cut. He won't be in Tampa. Why do y'all want him to take a pay cut?
Exactly, because they ain't their money.
Bro, come on, these players. Once again, we had that. Like my man Delmont, he was on here talking about, man, I work out. I'm like, man, you just chilling? He said, no, I ain't chilling. What do you mean I chilling? You know what I mean? To a certain extent, exactly. I out here. I'm training. I'm constantly training. No, I don't want him. Like, if a player, no, I don't want them to take no dang on break, no pay cut. No, man, unless they want to, cool. But other than that, no, I don't want you to take no.
Oh man, I hope every player get the top dollar.
Man, bust them across the head, goddamn on. They got it, like you said, they got it, bro. And some of them boys they ain't stingy with that money. If you good enough, they gonna pay you.
Yeah, and that's one thing I respect about Jerry Jones.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think he makes some bad decisions as far as getting in the way too much.
Right.
That's the reason I feel like Dallas don't got a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He
get in the way too much. But I respect him because if he draft you, he gonna pay you. He gonna take care of you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? If he pay you a little too much, hey, that's on him. But he gonna pay you.
It's my money. So you think they need to go in rebuild mode? Are they in rebuild mode?
Dallas?
Yeah.
No, Dallas in
retool.
Yeah, I think Dallas is one of those teams that their window just opened. They got 2-3 years to figure it out.
Yeah, because they just traded Amari Cooper for like a 4th and a 5th.
And that's what I'm saying. Like you doing stuff like that, it's gonna close your window. You know what I'm saying? Dallas is at the peak.
So see, and one thing about Dallas, they draft pretty well. People kind of gonna overlook because most of the offensive linemen they drafted.
I think
Lawrence they drafted.
I'm gonna say this: they draft well as far as in the offensive line. A player here, skill players they just now getting together. Because you think about Zeke, they just got CeeDee Lamb, they just got.
Did they draft Byron? Did they draft the cornerback? I think they drafted him. He left though, and went to Miami.
I have to look at it.
The cornerback from UConn. When Bob mentioned that, I think he left and went to. I think they didn't pay him. I think he left and he went to Miami. But they drive decent. Once again, bro, I think Jerry just be getting in the way.
Yeah.
I think keep an eye on Sean Payton. I think Sean Payton might.
I think Sean Payton gonna take a year off, get his family together, quietly move to Arlington, Texas, and then be the coach of Dallas. But that's a situation like that. The window is short, so he gonna get in there. But I don't think he'll like Dak for his offense.
You don't think so, bro?
The reason I say that, the reason I say that is because his decision making. I don't think that'll work with Sean Payton.
Is that decision making better than Jameis Winston?
Well, I'm gonna say yeah, but
he was he was making it work with Jameis for the most part.
And look where he at now, at home.
Jameis make that boy retire. He's stressed. He like, you know what?
At home. You know what? Yeah.
He tap out. But so if that's the case, they just put all that. No, he gonna be. They just.
Yeah, he definitely gonna stay. Ain't nobody taking that contract. He gonna figure that out.
Oh man, unless they draft somebody or I don't know, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, they could draft, but then you got another situation like Green Bay. You got a quarterback sitting on the bench, and then you ain't gonna pay him.
I don't even think this contract kick in yet. It might have not kick in yet.
Dak?
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
It already kick in.
The first year was the biggest year.
It wasn't this year right here.
Yeah, his first year on that contract, it was I think it was like the $78 million year.
Yeah.
Everything else gonna be like 20 something.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Because
he up front everything, so the back end it won't be as harsh.
Yeah, it wasn't like an extension. It was a straight contract.
Mm-hmm.
But so would you say a year too early or a year too late?
I feel like if you're an organization person,
yeah.
Like let's just say if I was the Panthers, a do or die, no matter what.
Yeah.
I'd rather do it a year early.
Early?
But when you got fans who they live and breathe for certain players, a year too late. You know, I'd rather see my favorite player lose it than lose him to another team. That's deep. That was deep. I didn't need to be a poet with that one.
Yeah.
But like, for example, Steve Smith, when he left the Panthers, when they let him go, he went to Baltimore and ball out.
How much years he played?
He was in Baltimore for like 3 years.
3 years? Yeah. I think JPP might be in that type of...
JPP, he definitely... Yeah. It's time for him to do a retirement tour.
I don't know if it's going to be in Tampa.
No, I think he need to go to New York.
Yeah. And
give him a retirement tour.
Yeah.
Farewell. I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Right. Yeah. Unless he,
they would love that.
Right. Unless he take like a player minimum or something like that, like take a back. You know. Now, I don't know if he do that.
If I'm him, I'm a free agent. Denver, I got a little, or the Chargers. I got a little more juice in me. Give me the minimum. Mix me with Bosa and Mac, and we can mix something. Nah, that'd be fire.
I don't think he got a little bit of nothing. I don't think he got too much left. To be honest,
but I'm just saying,
I feel you though.
If you sell that, if I'm your agent, I'm gonna sell this. We're gonna try to get you a little. You're gonna take the minimum anyway. You might as well try to get a ring with it.
Get a ring out of it. Yeah. Yeah.
And when it's done, 1 year contract. Yeah. We out of here. 1 day contract. We gone. Retire with an extra ring.
Yeah. Yeah, at that point, he'd have, 3?
Exactly.
Per se.
That's fire.
Yeah. So what team you think right now is in that in between year too early, year too late? What?
Tampa.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not being funny. I think Tampa. Listen.
No.
Y'all
I agree.
My rivalries, but
I agree.
Y'all at that point where it's like either y'all make a move right now or it's over.
Right. I would love like you said earlier, but either way,
Yeah.
I'm at the point. However y'all want to do it, just do it right. So either we stay the course and because they just restructured Vita. They restructured his deal or whatever that they just gave him, but whatever. If they stay the course, draft correctly, get 2 or 3 starters out of this draft, I say go ahead, start Kyle Trask. Let him start. If he who you think he is, we ain't gonna be too bad. We ain't gonna be horrible. You feel what I'm saying? At least try to go 500. We got like the 4th toughest schedule in the league. You throwing them to the Wolves, but you took them in the 2nd round. Just be competitive is what I'm asking right now. But if y'all say, okay, no, we going with Deshaun Watson, have a plan to plug them holes. You're going to have to give up some players.
Yeah. I'm going to say this now because we wasn't on air. We wasn't recording when I said this. I said, and I quote, Tampa need to sit Winston behind Brady. Let him learn.
You did say that.
Give him a year behind Brady. When Brady done, boom.
But
you know what I'm saying? Y'all wouldn't even been in this situation.
And that's my problem with Bruce Arians. I think he alienated or he made, Winston Fields. He did that to a couple players low key. Even Ronald Jones. Ronald Jones might have a bad game or something, and he'll take him out.
I'll give you that. He definitely did Jones bad. I mean, yeah, he fumbled a lot, but it's like we say, knowing how to talk to you, get the best out of your players.
Look at AB.
Knowing how to get the best out of your players. Yeah.
Look at AB. Oh, you cut. He's out of here.
You got it.
Man, you can't handle these players like that, especially somebody like him who already on the edge. But once again, he ain't never want him there. He ain't that kill for them, man. He just been there because Tom, said XYZ. But yeah, man, we gonna have to give up a lot for Deshaun Watson. I'll do it because he gonna play another 10 years. He young. He already got the contract. We'll just have to.
No,
his contract ain't kick in yet.
He got a contract, but I think it's at that point where it's like maybe got like 2-3 years left, so you're gonna have to restructure it. You know what I'm saying? Soon,
right?
Soon, yeah, it's gonna be soon though.
But that's cool, bro.
Yeah, no. I agree.
Right, he a franchise quarterback. You just got to build around him. You have Evans for a couple more years. He'll probably decline soon. Chris Godwin. Like I said off the air, shit, I'll trade Chris Godwin.
Boy, I can't wait to play this for Davey.
Hey, I text him, right? I'm like, who you gonna give up? He ain't never answered me. All he said, man. I asked another dude on Twitter. He was like, who you gonna give up? He been like, I don't even want to think about that right now. You gotta give up some.
Yeah, and that's the bad part
that's
for
the
y'all.
Because
with Denver, just get from just give up.
That's the
2 first.
That's the best.
They're gonna be like, well, my quarterback younger. They just give. Yeah, you gotta give me something.
You gotta make it sweet. Dress it up and make it real for me.
Listen, I need the Panthers to go give 3 first rounds, 2 seconds, and give Ian Thomas to the Titans.
For who? Derrick Henry?
No, not. I mean for the Texans. My bad. And give and throw in McCaffrey in there too. No, I'm sorry, not McCaffrey. What a boy name is? I forgot
Burns?
the quarterback. No, that quarterback.
Donald?
Yeah, throw him and the other one in there. I forget he over name. I forget that boy name. Sam Darnold.
Yeah, that's what I say, Sam Darnold.
Throw him 3 first, 2 seconds.
That ain't enough.
And Ian Thomas. What? That's a lot.
Ain't none of them players moving no needle, man.
Listen.
You got to give up something. McCaffrey,
he
something.
Can have, a sign and trade for Stephon Gilmore. Because they ain't going to keep him anyway. So you get Stephon Gilmore 3 first, 2. Ooh, that'd be nice.
Listen, man. Like I said, I'm willing to give up. The players I seen at debut was Shaq, maybe Cameron Brate, I think somebody else.
Y'all got like 15 tight ends.
Yeah.
So that's
You
not
want OJ? You can have OJ too.
Yeah, it's the OJ need to.
So Shaq, OJ. But if I send in Chris Godwin, you ain't getting that much picks.
We're throwing Robbie Anderson.
Robbie Anderson. Who's that? Who's Robbie Anderson?
He got amnesia.
Oh, the wide receiver.
11,
The wide receiver. My bad. Yeah.
The Rocket.
Yeah. That ain't gonna be enough.
And Teddy Bridgewater.
Teddy don't even play for y'all.
He still get paid by us. We still gotta pay him. So.
Man, but yeah, man. But yeah, I think I do agree with you. We in that position to where, yeah, was it too? I think they just assumed Tom was gonna come back another year.
I think they did.
They got caught with their pants down, man. And we take a quarterback in the second round who y'all ain't even had on the sideline. That was crazy. I feel like the Titans coming up to that. Okay, what we gonna do? They in that.
I think that their window's starting to close, and I don't know why they got that quarterback. If I'm them, if they would have made that trade for Wilson, automatic.
They just so in love with Tannehill. I don't understand why though.
Boy,
they ain't seeing what we seeing. Must be
first play in the game. You throw interception. Come on, man, get out of here.
Come on, man.
That's one of them ones that they gonna mess around and lose it.
Yeah.
Because Henry already amazing. You know what I'm saying? But that it's gonna take a toll and it's gonna start to show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in a year or two.
And my thing is, even if never mind. I ain't even gonna say that quarterback name because that wouldn't have. Okay, I was about to say, even if they would have had a Carson Wentz, I would have felt a little bit better, but he still do the same thing. So, yeah,
he had a better chance with Tannehill.
No, they both the same. That's why I said never mind. They both about the same.
Oh man.
Yeah, they both about the same.
Yeah.
That's why I cut myself.
Damn, I don't know. That's a good little. Who would you rather, Tannehill or Wentz? I mean, at least Wentz had an MVP type of season before.
Yeah, I said that to somebody the other day. I was like, at least he done had an MVP type season. I mean, compared to the other people.
But the only knock against him would be you had your old offensive coordinator,
and you couldn't make it work.
You couldn't make it work, so you might be done. Mm-hmm. If this Commodores or Commanders. If this Commanders thing don't work, my boy, you hit. That's the young kids will say. You done.
You know what? A team that I think need to make a move. I'm gonna say this. I felt like the Raiders were starting to
they just
come along.
They had a lot of bad luck.
And it was coming along though.
Yeah.
But they took a lot of hits.
From the coach to Henry drive 2 fast rugs and another player.
Okay. Now, I don't know. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
I feel like Cincinnati, they're in that space where
yeah.
All right, we gotta do something fast. Because if they don't, they're gonna have that year like, oh my gosh, unbelievable. Dang, what happened to them?
They gotta give my man some protection.
Yeah,
I think they might be in the I believe they got a good bit of money to spend. I think they might cash out on Ryan Jensen, who was our center. I
would like that for him. He needs somebody to fight for him because he don't get no protection.
I don't think Ryan Jensen gonna be back. I don't think he's gonna be back because he want to be paid from everything I've seen and everything I heard. He want to be paid like a top.
He deserves that. Yeah, go to Cincy.
He's that sound like you got your own personal reasons behind
vendetta.
You don't care nothing about Ryan Jensen, but no, man. When we were paying him, he was a top 5 paid center, but he 31. He want that last big contract. Mm-hmm. And like I believe he do deserve it though. Yeah. He when he came, he kind of solidify that offensive line for the most part. You know who I'll trade? I'll trade Donovan Smith.
Do you trade anybody for Donovan Smith?
Yeah, I'll trade him. I don't know. I'll trade him for these headphones. But yeah, Donovan Smith can go. Please God, let him go. But yeah, man. Cincy, yeah, they just need to spend a little money on that offensive line.
Another one who in that bubble where the window closing, and I'm saying their window closing, not saying they had a chance to win the Super Bowl. Just they only had like one or two things going for them, and it's kind of like, all right, we kind of getting on the. I feel like the Ravens need to do something different.
Yeah, but see, they're in that line of franchises who like continuity almost.
Yeah, but now I said that right because they come to the point now you got to pay Lamar.
And they dragging their foot.
Exactly. So if y'all ain't gonna pay him, y'all better do something.
I don't know what.
But I don't see them trading him. So they better get on the ball.
I don't know why they acting like they don't want to pay the man.
And with that being said, too, you just had the Bengals go to the Super Bowl. The Steelers letting Big Ben go, so you know they about to come back. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
All they need, honestly, I believe, all they really needed was a quarterback, and they would have been a little bit better.
Exactly. And then, I'll give you the Browns.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying. With that being said, y'all better do something soon.
Yeah,
because they're gonna get ugly.
Yeah, y'all ain't got Aussie no more, so y'all gotta. And they were once again a year too early, a year too late. So they really in.
Yeah.
To your original question, they really in that mix. Like, we gonna sign him or not sign him? Or?
They gotta make a decision because, all right, if you trade Lamar, you gonna get, you know what I'm saying, you can get a nice hefty bag. But I don't see them doing that. Honestly, I don't see them doing that. I that's not the Ravens' way. And Harbaugh, he loved Lamar. I think he got a little too much trust in Lamar decision making. But
yeah,
hey Lamar, you think we should go for it? Yeah, every fourth down. Every fourth down.
Yeah, they gotta.
Other than that, though, you know,
is there something they need to do? Something? Is there something to do? Is bringing Antonio Brown?
No, they need a true number one, but I don't think it's him. Honestly, I feel like this is the draft where they can get a wide receiver, and they can.
Yeah, I heard it's a deep wide receiver draft.
Listen, I would love to see them get Michi in the second round from Alabama.
From Alabama,
he tore his ACL. He gonna be a little banged up. You know what I'm saying?
Think he gonna make it to the second round? Yeah,
but that's the thing. He got the reason I think he'll be a second round is because of the ACL. But he could have been a top 10 pick.
And somebody, like, let's say somebody at the bottom end, they might look at him as a steal.
Yeah, so that's the thing too. So it's possible.
You know, they ain't got no problem trading up. Hold on. What number they picking
like
at?
The 20s. It's in the 20s.
In the 20s? So they might be in that position for him to slide to them.
Yeah.
And you know he a speed demon. So
listen, you talking about speed. I think we're gonna get into it in a second. But this combine showed that this class is different.
Yeah.
This speed is 4.26, 4.33, 4. I say, God, dog. Yeah. So as far as speed demons, you got a lot of that. I think he need a big body wide receiver who can go up and get the ball in one-on-ones.
They need to invest a couple picks into wide receivers, I think.
They had Bateman. They drafted last year. He just got injured. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a good player.
Right.
I don't think he's a true number one, but I think he is a good player. I think this year Bateman gonna surprise a lot of people.
So Hollywood's more of a.
He's a deep, fast guy.
Slot. When you put him in the slot,
I think he'll
be better in the slot.
He would be amazing in the slot.
Right.
But you know he's
so would. Oh man, I wish. So if they don't draft, they draft a wide receiver. Cool, because the more the better.
Yeah.
Man, EB, man. Come on, man.
Tighten up. My thing with that is the Raiders is one of those teams with a culture. You know know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that coach
you
is
gotta
serious.
think about the Ed, the Reeds, the Ray Lewis, all that foolishness like that.
So,
But
if
would he do that?
I'm about to say
That's
that
what I'm saying too.
because
So.
you know, I mean, Ray them boy a roll on him like, hey,
Yeah.
nah, hey,
Yeah.
hey. And I
Suggs-
think he'll listen to them boy.
Yeah.
Ed Reed and Ray Lewis
from
Suggs-
Florida, so
yeah, so like, hey, bro, come on now, let's go get that ring, man. You know, I believe he'll because there's some pretty cool older guys for the most part. Definitely Ed Reed, but I think he'll listen to them boy. Hopefully he'll listen to them boy, and I think you know, Harbaugh might not handle him like Bruce might have.
that's one thing I like about Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Y'all see, he worked good with Lamar. Like it's like fourth and inches on like 3 games. You want to go for it? Yeah, okay. And y'all lose. So give a little give and take situation you got to work on. But other than that, man, I love it.
Yeah.
That's why I said I don't think they would trade Lamar, but now you got to pay Lamar, and now how that gonna hurt the budget? You know what I'm saying? We're getting more talent.
Yeah, and that's my that's why I say I like get your quarterbacks young. It ain't easy. I'm saying it like, you know, it's easy to find the right quarterback, and it is not easy. You know, it ain't a whole bunch that come through, but find your quarterback young, build around him, you know, build your defense, offense, whatever, you know, and try to, you know, that 5 years, because you got your first 4 years, you can pick up the 5th option or whatever, and try to win in that window. And after you pay him, then you maybe go through another strategy or try to do that over.
I'm gonna tell you, who just did exactly what you're doing and they're trying to make it work? The Chargers. That's the perfect example. Like he on a rookie contract, but he's
going all in.
He's primed to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because you got Mahomes just got $500,000. You know what I'm saying? The TV money about to come in, so the budget gonna open up a little more.
Yeah.
These bigger contracts coming out, so let's try to get a ring now before we gotta pay him. Because Burrow definitely gonna get one too.
Right. And you know, not only they gonna have to play Herbert, they gonna have to pay that left tackle they got, and they just drafted him, so they gonna come really the years behind each other, and you know left tackles
back to back, that's back to back too.
we going back to back, so they trying to. I mean, I can't knock them boy. They've been building the team, drafting, you know, decent or whatever, and now is the time to strike. See, and that's why, oh man, it's important to have that quarterback. You know, that franchise type of quarterback. You know, because once you get him, okay, it's go time. And, you know, and you building up to that point. Okay, we got Derrick James, we got Bosa, we got Asante Samuel, Mike Williams. Keenan Allen. You got Eckler. They got Eckler, right? So they just let Melvin Gordon go not too long ago. Maybe they'll try to bring him back because he's a free agent. Maybe on a, you know.
He was cool, but
I'm saying get him.
No, I see what you're saying. But
if they can get him back on maybe like on a cheapy little 1 year, you know, maybe spend a little money, have that 1 little 2 punch. But did they draft another running back? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Anyways, but they just built it to now you got your quarterback. We're gonna get Mac maybe for a couple years, and then we'll let him go.
I'm gonna say this. I think this year in the drafts, running backs are gonna be slept on.
Right. I hope so because we need one.
I think running backs are gonna be slept on because it's so defensive heavy and wide receiver heavy.
Right.
I think you might get lucky and see a wide receiver in the second round, maybe third.
Right.
But I think
wide receiver and defensive line.
Yeah. And there's a lot of DBs, definitely cornerbacks and safeties.
You know, a lot of people been like this draft and all that, but they ain't got the big. I think what is mentioned is the quarterbacks, and the big quarterback.
That's what I hate, man. I think they looking at the combine and they say, "Oh, the quarterbacks." Bro, I look at the combine and I see a lot of talent. Some players is raw talent,
right?
But like, okay, I'm a little biased, but I think Kevin Harris.
You know what? I looked him up, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, he could be a sleeper.
He's a sleeper.
Yeah.
And they're not talking about him.
Right.
Because they're talking about the wide receivers. And like I said, you got players like Michi who going to drop.
Right.
You got players out of Baylor. Baylor put out track stars every year.
See, And in my kind of doing my research and watching little clips or whatever. I mean, them 40 times they cool, but do they translate?
And that's man. Listen, I'm gonna save it for another day. I just may get mad at myself. You got a situation, right? I don't got it off the top of my head, but Cooper Kupp, his 40, I think was like a 4.6 something.
Mm-hmm.
He just is Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah. He does the speed translate? Does he play fast?
And that's the thing.
Feel what I'm saying?
Some people aren't fast. Like if you put him in the race, you'll catch him. You know what I'm saying? But in the game, having that quick agility and quickness and speed to, you know what I'm saying, to get in and out of your breaks fast.
Right.
Like Antonio Brown, that's what makes him so lethal. He's not the fastest, but as far as breaking down his routes, getting in and out of them, creating separation,
kill you.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper Kupp looked more than dang 4.6 fast.
Exactly.
Running away from people, killing them boy in them slants, and you know what I'm saying.
And that's one thing I kind of learned that when I started watching Ocho Cinco. His footwork was oh my God.
Right.
Like he would like dance. It's like, but he's not moving that fast. And then you got to guard him. It's like you can't do nothing with him because you don't know what move coming. So it's different aspects to it. But people get so caught up in, man, he ran a 4.22. You know what I'm saying? John Ross, he had an amazing 40 time. That didn't translate for him
at all. You had a couple of them boys. Maybe some players from Florida. Was it Chris? No, I can't remember his name. We had him in Tampa for a little while, and it did not translate. There's a couple of them boys, but you do have some players speed that do translate.
Some do, some don't.
Chris Johnson.
But I think that's a part of one knowing. I think it's a different gear, and it's a like we could talk about it in a different podcast. So I don't want to get too deep into it, but you got some players, man, who if they run a 40, they're not fast at all. But in the game, you're not catching them. That's the game speed. You can't time that. You can't time that with a clock.
Right.
And I hate that because a lot of people, they get the short end of the stick when it comes to the combine.
Mm-hmm. Because, once again, taking from, somebody who, play at that level with Delmont, and he was speaking on, when it come to that fourth quarter, man, it get real. Mm-hmm. It get real. So, okay, you run a 4.2, but shit, fourth quarter, hot, cold, tired, shit, that 4.2 speed might not mean nothing. But that guy over there who ain't tired, he might run a 4.5. Now that 4.5 looking like a 3 flat.
And that's one thing I learned too about football. When you got a situation where they're doing running backs by committee, they stay fresh.
Right.
So it's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? Linebackers don't do linebackers by committee too much. You know what I'm saying? So that's a different type of thing. Yeah. Like, dang, all right, he in there now? All right. Game planning. When you all right, they got 34 in the game, so they probably gonna run this. All right, dang, 23 in now. Like that changes a lot of things.
Right. And
you know what I'm saying? So,
and even to your point, what if you got two versatile running backs? You don't know what we gonna do when we put
exactly.
Oh, he gonna be a power guy. Oh no, he might be a screen. And I think that's going back to Tampa. I think Rojo. I think that's what kind of hurt him. You know
what was coming.
You know what was coming. You feel what I'm saying? But if you got two running backs who can do, they might not be great at it, but okay, he got the potential.
Yeah,
to do both things.
I just thought about a great combination. Giovanni Bernard and the other one for Cincy.
Not Joe
Mixon.
Joe Mixon, yeah.
You see Joe Mixon right now, you know what I'm saying? But he was the backup for Giovanni Bernard in Cincinnati. But you know what I'm saying? You seen the two-headed monster, and that flourished to him now. He's the number one. You know what I'm saying? Right. Giovanni, he's the number two. But I'm just saying that he got that longevity from being the two. You
right.
know what I'm saying? That backs by committee. A lot of people don't even remember that.
Right. Yeah, man. We didn't even use Gio right. I think he could have.
That's another thing.
I think he could have been more. He should have been more involved.
I'm gonna just put it. I'm gonna see if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Right.
in the Patriots playbook, that would have been amazing for y'all. But with Bruce Arians' offense, it don't work because that's not risk it, no biscuit.
Man, I understand completely what you're saying, and that's my problem, bro. Let's not
We can't do that. We can't do that today.
Let's not Bruce Arians, bro.
Because like when you got in New England, you got the Sonny Michels who can catch out the backfield, who can run. You can take them out and you can put somebody else back there. But you know,
we could throw no risk it, no biscuit out the damn window. We trying to win. That don't work. It don't work. It's outdated. It's outdated, bro. What you doing? No. If Tom Brady saying no. If you almost get dang on Tom Brady, Kel, you need to scrap that crap. So now we gonna get Deshaun Watson now. Well, he gonna do no risk it, no biscuit too.
Yeah, he's gonna do the same thing.
And it's gonna get him hurt. So he need to retire. Byron need to come along and modify that crap. Cause that ain't it. And Jameis Winston, we didn't talk about that on air. He got a lot of the blame. Did we talk about that?
That was on the other one.
That was another one? Okay, so I ain't gonna go too far on that one. But he got a lot of the blame on a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? Offensive line ain't been the best. 1 year with Orange Bruce, whatever his name is. But yeah, man, Gio, I thought that would have been a big pickup for us, but I don't feel like they didn't factor him in enough to no risk. They didn't blend it well enough. I feel like you could, we watch a lot of the games, so you can kind of tell. Okay, all right, they running what he want to run it. Scrap it.
And that was a situation that I heard Shannon Sharp said it. I ain't gonna lie. When he said it, I started to look for it. But he was like, with the Rams, he could tell when Odell's in the game, it's a pass. When they take Odell out, it's a run. So there's little tendencies like that, but you could tell that's somebody who watched game film.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So after he said it, I started watching. I was like, oh yeah, they do that. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If he catch up on that, how these other people ain't catching up?
I don't know, bro.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that I pay attention to.
Yeah, the Rams, speaking of the Rams, they're going to be back at full force because, Odell probably be out for a little while, but they're going to have Robert Woods coming back. He's going to be healthy.
So, yeah, that's going to be a whole nother thing. I think they're at that window where they can go for the repeat. Will they do it? I doubt. I don't think they can do it.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah. But we'll say that for another day, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We'll see y'all boy next week on Agree to Disagree podcast.